Charlie Hebdo was France's version of Mad Magazine. Now, some of you might not even know what that is here in America, but Mad Magazine was a satirical comic book that came out once a month that poked fun at lots of things. Arguably, Charlie Hebdo was much more irreverent. In fact, so irreverent to take on the holy nature of the name of the God of Islam. And as you know, Islamic extremists don't like that. In fact, they respond to that very violently, which they did to the staff of Charlie Hebdo while they were in their offices in Paris on the 7th of January in 2015. Their offices were stormed by two Islamic militants who went through and murdered them. Not all of them, a few escaped with some serious injuries. Shortly after that, though, while the world was trying to figure out what to do about this terrorist act, an activist group called Anonymous, and you might want to look them up, decided to go through and move ahead with providing information about the operatives of the terrorism group of Islam. And so they posted on a website that is a sharing site for code and algorithms and things of that nature. They posted not only the names, well, they didn't post the names, but they posted the IP addresses, even more importantly, the encrypted passwords, as well as the email addresses of anybody who had joined their online network of those interested in fighting for Islam. So if you click on that, okay, it'll take you out to the list. And if you scroll through the list, you'll see over 1,000 different data entries of the individuals involved in the idea of Islamic fundamentalism terrorism, not just in Great Britain or Paris or, I mean, everywhere. That information is pretty dense, and it might not mean a whole lot to you, okay? But you can better believe that every intelligence department and every state department and every civilized country of this planet glommed on to those numbers and started investigating immediately. And in fact, it led to a number of arrests and busts of terrorist cells throughout the world there. So it's fascinating. Here you have an activist group, Anonymous, and they're controversial as you can possibly imagine, but go through and post encrypted data that they were able to go through and break, because that's what they do. They're hacktivists in that respect. Put it up on a channel that shares that kind of information, and then just said, here you go, do whatever you want with that. That's the power of social activism using social media.